Hey everybody, what's up? I know it's been a good few days, probably close to maybe around a week, since I uploaded a video or anything, any sort of thing like that. That's just because there were some videos that I wanted to make, and then I didn't end up having the time, or some of the videos that I wanted to make just were on subjects that tons of other channels were covering, and I just felt like if I posted something about it, my video would get just lost in the storm of videos. Mostly just Treyarch finally putting out a reveal trailer for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's zombies mode for Cold War 2020, which looks sick, by the way. It does look good. Okay, it looks like Treyarch is finally taking a step back to like the dark, mysterious direction that I wanted them to go before Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 were a thing. So, the marketing team over at Treyarch convinced me to want to pre-order the game. Okay, and once I get paid here on Wednesday this week, I'm probably going to try to pre-order it through battle.net, but that's besides the point. Today's video, judging by what I've titled it, it's been a question on my mind for probably the last 2 weeks now, last 2 weeks to a month, and that is, who is going to win November 2020? What do I mean by that? Well, we have granted, Cyberpunk 2077 has been kind of hyped for years now. Shit, it's been in development since 2015, 2016, I think. I think that's when the first little teaser concept trailers came about. But regardless, Cyberpunk has been hyped for years now. And granted, we knew that Treyarch was gonna, do something back in time, because everyone was tired of the futuristic stuff with Black Ops 3 and 4. So we knew that they were gonna try to return back to their roots. But we have two very heavy-hitting games. One from a AAA studio, Treyarch, and a notorious publisher at Activision, and who has a studio release a new Call of Duty every single year. And then we have Cyberpunk, a game from the studio CD Projekt Red, who has done The Witcher 3, and they've done other games, but I cannot remember for the life of me what they are right now. But I know that CD Projekt Red has a lot of respect from people under their belt, because they put so much work and effort and detail into their games, and they respect gamers for choosing to spend their hard-earned $60 on their game. And CD Projekt Red has also gone on record saying that they will have a complete story experience on disc. They understand that not everybody just has $60 to just go out and say, oh, this game's out now? Oh yeah, let's go get it. Drop $60 on it. Sometimes people, for instance, with me, granted, I work about 48 hours a week right now with a full-time job, but I got bills to pay. So for me, I have to kind of be picky and choosy about which games that I really want to get and which games I think I'm going to want to sink time into. Because if I go to spend that much money on something, it's not just kind of a, I'll play it on a rainy day kind of deal. So the two games that I'm probably going to get before 2020 ends are Cold War for the zombies and Cyberpunk. Just because the game, I've been looking at things all over the place about it. Granted, I haven't looked at every single video, But that's because I'm trying to keep an element of surprise for myself. The world that CD Projekt Red is creating with this game is insane. And they've gone on record saying that it's massive. And it's taken them, I think, just up until about a year ago, like roughly a year ago to 8 months ago, to fully say that the game was playable from start to finish. So that's a lot if the game started development back in 2015-ish. So we have 2 heavy hitters coming out in 1 month. Actually, let me bring up my calendar really fast. Let's go to November, and yeah, so literally Cold War comes out on the 13th, which is the second Friday of November, and then less than a week later, Cyberpunk comes out, or is supposed to come out on November 19th, which is the third Thursday in November. So the middle of November is going to be insane, and content creators are going to be, they're going to be busy. Me personally, I plan on making videos and probably streaming for both games, but of course I'm not going to be able to do it at the rate that other YouTubers are able to do it. I'm going to, space my stuff out. My streams might only be able to be like 2 or 3 hours. Videos are going to be cut to the highlights, so that's how it's going to be structured with me. I'm going to try to get like the release day off from work, maybe, but I can't guarantee it. But yeah, I've just been kind of thinking about it, because on the one hand, with Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, it's all about multiplayer wherever you look, besides the campaign, because I'm pretty sure that that's not co-op. But like multiplayer, Warzone, zombies, all 3 of those things you can play with people. So it's all about staying connected. Plus with zombies, your overall weapon level and attachments, unlocks, things like that, they track with you through Warzone, multiplayer, and zombies. So it's all about playing together. With Cyberpunk though, as far as I know, it's a completely single player individual experience. Granted, CD Projekt Red has pumped so much narrative and so much content into this game, story-wise and like side quest-wise, that people who are going to dedicate hours of time into Cyberpunk are probably going to be talking with all of their friends, and some people even their coworkers, about like, oh hey, did you like talk to this one super secret underground dude in this district? And they're gonna be like, oh no, I took the more like aggressive route, I didn't take the underground route. It's gonna be a different kind of community between Cold War and Cyberpunk. And it's just made me ask the question of, like, November's gonna be a busy month, and it's gonna be it's gonna be close, but and not only who's gonna win it, but also I say this cautiously but optimistically, and that's the question of, will Cyberpunk 2077 live up to the massive amount of hype that it's generated? Because one of the studio heads of CD Projekt Red, just the other week, or not the other week, like last week, I think, he either tweeted or put out on a main website post that he was going back on his word, and he was having either all of or the majority of the studio going into crunch time, and they would have to work a mandatory 6 days a week, so 1 day of overtime. And he originally stated that he wasn't going to do that, but he said that most of his team understands that they're going to have to do this to make sure that they put out a game that they want to feel is done. And so I'm hoping Cyberpunk lives up to the hype that it's generated, because there's been cosplays and freaking people probably already have like massive fan bases around the lore of this game. And, you know, especially now with Treyarch's Cold War Zombies, there's an entire fan base that is blowing up again about conspiracies on where the story is going to go, because they've said that Zombies this year is in the same universe that, you know, the original zombie storyline started in, but it's a totally fresh concept, fresh chapter. You might get little nuances from things here and there, but for the most part, it's gonna remain a new chapter. So let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. Who do you think is gonna win November 2020? A little over 2 months from now. It's gonna be interesting. 2 heavy hitters coming, and you know, I'm not saying one's gonna have to overthrow the other, but it's gonna be interesting. But anyways, thanks guys for kind of letting me take a break for a minute. I kind of needed a break from making YouTube videos for a second. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of throw this one together, and I know the gameplay I'll put up won't even match what I'm talking about, but it's my channel. I don't care. I kind of do what I want. But anyways, thanks for listening to me ramble on for over 12 minutes now. If you stayed till the end, then awesome. If not, that's fine too. If you enjoyed this and you feel like leaving a like, go ahead and leave a like down there. Leave a comment as well. Let me know what you think about these 2 games releasing basically within a week of each other. Who do you think is going to win? Who do you think is gonna take all the gold home? But I will see you guys in the next video, and you guys have a good day or good night whenever you're watching this. See you later.